Okay. Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. And salutation, you occupy that I push this word, the truth, and the sincerity. Once again, we out here on the highways and the byways to prophesy the downfall of Esau, the so-called white man, and his sister. And if you're keeping up with current events, you can see what's happening in the world. Wars, rumors of wars, you know. What we see happening, pure skullduggery in Venezuela, the kidnapping of Maduro and his wife, and they trying to bully Iran, but Iran not having that shit because they backed by China and Russia, and China gave Iran, they got a military deal where they gave Iran some fighter jets that's far more superior than the F-35s, according to what reports are saying. The round table with Larry Johnson and Judge Napolitano and what's his name again? Damn, I forget the other guy's name. McGovern. That's his last name. So shit is starting to heat up. But nothing's going to happen until this society collapses economically. That's when war's going to hit. And that's when the Lord's going to crack through skies, bringing death, destruction, and deliverance. We're going to get to these scriptures. I'll be watching on you be edified, and let's get into it.
This is Isaiah chapter 34, verse 1. It says, "Come near, ye nations,
That's where
to hear, and hearken, ye people."
And we telling you, man. We telling you how all these different nations are hearing the prophets speak. Do the internet, do the unicorn. Come near, ye nations, to hear and hearken. Come near here. Come near what? And hear the destruction that's coming upon America and them gutter rats that call themselves Israelis in the land of in our homeland. Yeah, brother.
It says, "Let the earth hear, all ye that is therein."
Let the earth hear all that's therein, man. You're all going to pay, man. Everybody that had their hand in afflicting the sons of Israel, you're going to pay, man. No one escapes the judgments of the Lord, man. You're all going to pay. Yeah, brother.
The world and all things that come forth of it.
The world and all things that come forth of it, man. You're all going to pay, man. You're all going to pay. Nobody escapes. Yeah, brother.
For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations.
For the righteous indignation, that word means righteous anger of the Lord is upon all nations. All nations is going to feel the wrath of Yahweh. Why Yahweh shot, man? Because they have afflicted the sons of Israel, starting with Esau. Yeah, because he was the one that afflicted us so. Yeah, but
And his fury upon all their armies.
And his fury upon all their armies. When you go to when you go to 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 1, to show you how the Lord, when he cracked the skies, the fury he's going to bring upon Esau's armies and the rest of the nations that come together to try to subdue him. He's going to fuck them up sorely. And not now one of them is going to submit and be like, oh, I'll pay tributary. Nah, the Most High will put the spirit on them, the thirst fight them. The thirst fight so he could conquer them and put their asses in slavery. When a nation becomes tributary, they just pay punk dues and they keep their sovereignty and that's that. But nah, the Most High wants them to he put the spirit on them to fight him so he could conquer them and destroy them. And the rest, the remnant, put in slavery. Yeah, brother.
Yeah, utterly destroyed them.
Yeah, utterly destroyed their armies, man. This happened already in another dimension, but we just playing out we just playing out the Lord's movie. This is the Most High's movie. He's the ultimate director. Let's get that straight. Yeah, brother.
He have delivered them to slaughter.
He have delivered them to the slaughter. What it says in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, it was nothing but smoke and death, smoke and dust, and nothing was to be perceived. That's because them chariots, shooting them laser beams and them nuclear missiles, decimated and eviscerated Esau and the rest of the nation's army. Yeah, brother.
It says, the slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses.
They tell you that in Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 33. The slaying of the Lord shall be from one end of the earth to the next. You want to get that real quick before you get Zephaniah real quick. Get Jeremiah chapter 25 verse 32.
It says, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood.
And the mountains represent governments. The government shall be melted with the blood of the militaries of these different nations, man. And you can't get around that, man. The Most High is going to fuck you heathens up. And 2/3 that join us unto the heathen, that's going to fight with Esau in these, in these different military branches. Yeah, brother.
Jeremiah 25 and 32, right?
Yeah.
Thus, Jeremiah 25 and 32. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation.
And what's that evil? Them nuclear missiles, man. And them chariots, man. Yeah.
And a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coast of the earth.
Them chariots, man. That big forest shit that Yahweh Shah's gonna be in. Yeah, bro.
Okay? And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth.
Great slaughter. The Most High gonna fuck a lot of you people up, man. The Most High is the king of terrorists. And what do you think he's gonna do? I tell you, read that again. Read that part again.
And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth.
That means it's gonna be multiple bodies from the east to the west.
Okay.
Bodies gonna be everywhere, man. Yeah, brother, you got more?
Yeah, they shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground.
And what's going to happen is the first fruits of slaves was sold to Ezekiel chapter 39 verse 14, which started with the international bankers. When you go to Isaiah, the 24th chapter, the 19th verse on down, where he says the Most High is going to punish the host of the high ones. Who the high ones? The international bankers and the kings of the earth. They're going to be the first fruits of slaves. That's going to be going around burying the dead, man. Go back to that right there.
Back in Isaiah 24 and 3 again. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood.
So the government's going to be melted with the blood of these different military governments, man.
And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
When you go into the host, that means armies. All the hosts of the heaven, all the rulers of these different nations is going to be rolled together in the scroll. It's a mushroom cloud from nuclear missiles. Also, concentrated fire from them chariots. We're at the end of this devil's rulership, man. And all these different nations had their hand in afflicting the sons of Israel. Y'all going to pay too. But the Lord's going to turn back their captivity after 1,000 years, and you're going to become tributary to us, man. Still slaves, but you're going to have your land back, man. You're going to be in your own land. Still paying punk dues, though. Yeah, brother.
All the hosts of heaven shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree.
That's right. That's talking about the nuclear missiles with the multiple warheads, man. Coming down, pelting these different nations with thermonuclear fire. You got to understand, sir, the Most High, soon as Jeremiah 30 and Jeremiah 50 and 9, the Most High set up a city of great nations to come up against Israel and against America, man. Jeremiah 50 and 9. And they're going to be setting battle array, and they're going to shoot their missiles on America with the multiple warheads, man. Yeah, brother.
This is straight to the point. Isaiah 13 and 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together.
That's not talking about a people. That's talking about nuclear missiles. That's going to be brought down upon America and Israel and certain parts of different nations like China, Pakistan, India. Any nation that been up the boat, that gather themselves and that assimilate great nations to come up against America and Israel, it's going to be missiles shot off back because America got missiles too. So it's going to be missiles. That's why I said the earth is going to reel to and fro like a drunk. It's going to rock. It's going to be rocking because of these missiles being shot back and forth, man. Yeah, brother.
It says, the Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle.
The Lord of armies must have the host of the battle. The Lord gonna put the spirit, he's the king of terror. The king of the armies. The Lord of the armies said, what he gonna do is must have the host of these different nations to come together and do his will, which destroy America and Israel. We telling you, America's gonna be destroyed, man. It's only a matter of time, and the Most High have the cruel Lord in charge of these days, and he's making the different European nations hate America, man. Look what's happening. The Most High's putting the spirit on Donald Trump, aka Nero, to do what he's doing. And all these different nations are starting to hate America. And we see it happening. We see it. Yeah, brother.
Isaiah, last verse, Isaiah 13:5. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven. Even the Lord is the weapons of his indignation.
And the weapons of the Lord indignation, they come from a far country, which is the nuclear missiles being shot off from an assembly of great nations, Jeremiah 15:9, on down to 12. And also, concentrated fire from them champions. That was it. You got more.
It says, to destroy the whole land.
To destroy the whole land of America and the whole land of Israel. But one thing about America and Israel is going to be built back up, but America is going to be a desolate wilderness, and we're going to get into it in Isaiah the 34th chapter. Yeah, brother.
I got a quick one. Revelation 6:13, and the stars of heaven, it's like the stars of heaven fell upon the earth, even as a fig tree cast in her untimely figs, when she is shaken of a mighty wind.
That's what the nuclear missiles that's going to pelt this country and burn this bitch with fire, man. Hence the lake of fire.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, that was it. Isaiah 34:4 again. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
And all the hosts of heaven, all the armies of these different rulerships that has been set up by Yahweh Shai is going to be dissolved, and the heaven's going to be rolled together like a scroll, which is a mushroom cloud, great big mushroom cloud that's going to detonate and decimate America, man. You're not going to escape the judgments of Yahweh Shai, man. Nobody escapes, man. We didn't escape. You think y'all going to escape? You're all going to fall, and you're all going to bow down to the slaughter. You're all going to fall by the sword, and you're going to bow down to the slaughter. Yeah, brother.
It says, all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree.
They missed it.
Verse 5. Verse 5. My sword shall be bathed in heaven, behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
The Lord said his sword should be bathed in heaven, the rulerships of these different nations, and this sword will come down upon Idumea. Idumea is a Greek word of saying Esau and Edom. Hold that real quick, get that in Zephaniah real quick.
This is Zephaniah 1, and I'll start at verse 15. That day is a day of wrath.
Start at 14.
All right, I'll start at 14. Zephaniah 1:14. The great day of the Lord is near.
What is the great day of the Lord? The great day of the Lord is thermonuclear destruction and concentrated fire from them champions. That's the great day of the Lord. You understand? Are you comprehending? Can you understand what I'm saying? Because you people are slow of mind, man. Lacking unto retards. That's why you got a bunch of scoffers and scorners on TikTok talking shit. Yeah, brother.
The great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty men shall cry there bitterly.
Who are the mighty men? The mighty men of Esau's military, the mighty men of Moab's military, the mighty men of all these different militaries throughout the four corners of the earth, man. They're gonna cry bitterly. They're gonna shake. They're gonna be like bitches, man, in that day, man. And it tell you in 2nd Ledger chapter 13, verse 1 on down, that they're gonna be so afraid, but yet there's fight, man. Because the Most High gonna put the spirit on them to fight, man. So they won't become tributary. So they can be conquered and put in slavery. Your rightful place. Okay, brother.
That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation.
Like it says in Joel, the 2nd and 3rd chapter. A day of wastes and desolation, man. What's going to leave this place a desolate wilderness? Don't want to look at destruction and culture that fly from them chapters, man. Yeah, brother.
A day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness.
It's the same thing that Zephaniah is saying. Joel said the same thing, man. Tell you that all these different prophets was on the same page, man. Speaking 100% truth, man. Not going on saying this and saying that. They always on the same page, man. Speaking 100% truth. Bringing out the prophecies, bringing out the destruction of America. You got more?
Yeah, I could keep going. A day of the trumpet and alarm, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers.
Once again, Joel, blow you the trumpet in Zion, man. That trumpet is these scriptures, man. And alarm against the fenced cities, man. Which is America and the rest of these different nations, man. That was it.
Two more verses. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung.
The Most High talked about having gross darkness upon the people, man. Not having a clue what the hell is going on. They're not messing with the times. Right now, you got these people celebrating this pagan holiday, what they call Valentine's Day, man. These people out of their mind, man. They have not a clue what's going down there. They have not a clue what's happening throughout the four corners of the earth. Uprising of the people, uproars of the people, wars and rumors of wars. They don't have no clue. They don't care. As long as they can go to work, you know, come home, cook food, get on TikTok and talk their shit, they content. Not knowing whatever come out of your pie hole, you're gonna be held accountable for. You got more? That was it.
There's one more verse. Just said, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all of them that dwell in the land.
1 hour is going to take the Lord to destroy America. And America got to pay off people. They ain't going to take your gold and silver. They ain't going to take your payoff, man. They going to want your blood, man. I don't want your money. I want your life. That's what happened. That's what they're going to tell you. I don't want your money. I'm going to destroy your ass, man, because you are a fucking wicked ass. This is the demented, wicked ass society. And all these different nations are starting to see what's happening with the Esping files and how these different politicians are being blackmailed. The Mossad is blackmailing Donald Trump and the rest of these politicians in America, these senators, and that's why they're doing the bidding of Benjamin Netanyahu, Bibi Netanyahu. He's the boss. He's the boss of Donald Trump. Donald Trump ain't pulling those strings. And who's pulling Bibi Netanyahu's strings? The international bankers. Because they also small hats. You got more or that's it?
You got something, right? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm back in Isaiah. So back in Isaiah 24, verse 5. My sword shall be gave in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
Which the Greek word for Esau, Edom. Yeah, brother.
And upon the people of my curse.
Who's the people the Most High's cursed the judgment? Going back to Genesis, the Most High curse Cain and stripped him from his pigment, and he had leprosy. When Cain came back after the flood, he came back as Esau. So that's the people the Most High's curse. Going back to his forefather Cain. Yeah, brother.
Like I say, this is how you know. This how we know this. Who the so-called white man is. So even when you do, go into the Hasmonean dynasty. No, not the Hasmonean. It's like the Herodians. Right? When you look up the Herodians, they tell you that they were Idumeans.
It was called I'm saying the Herodians. They had a famous grandfather named Antipater. Antipater. He was called Antipater the Idumean. Showing you, man. Esau has not been done away with. The Edomites are still here. They're the so-called. They call themselves white men, man. You're Edomites, man. You're red and you're fucking wicked, man. Yeah.
This is back in Isaiah 34:6. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats.
And that's a metaphor, man, for the sacrifice that's going to happen in America. The lamb and goats represent the people and the elements that's in America, the animals, the Most High, and the trees. Everything, every living organism, the Most High going to fuck them up. Excuse my language, yeah, brother.
With the fat of the kidneys of rams, for the Lord hath a sacrifice of Basra.
The modern day Bosworth is America. Modern day Bosworth is America, man. Let's get that straight. The ancient city of Bosworth was a place where Esau dwelt. It was an ancient capital. The modern day capital of Bosworth is America. Okay, brother.
A great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. What's going to bring forth that great slaughter? Thermonuclear destruction, the cushion, and fire from them chariots. Hold that real quick and get this real quick, bro.
I got Revelation 18 and 17. For 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company of ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea stood afar off.
That's the maritime laws, how Esau navigate, the seas and everything, how they conquered everything. Read that again, Baba Kushan.
I'll go back. Revelation 18, 17. For 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught.
In 1 hour, so great riches is going to come to naught. How that's going to happen through thermonuclear destruction, the cushion, and fire, when Yahweh shall crack the skies, bringing death, destruction, and deliverance, when the Most High put the spirit on these different nations that are sitting great nations shoot missiles off from America and its ally.
Yeah. And every shipmaster and all the company and all the company of ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea stood afar off.
That's the maritime laws and how they did commerce through trading by the seas. That every nation that did business with America, that got richer from America, mainly China and Pakistan, these different nations, they're gonna be lamenting over America's destruction. Yeah, bro.
And cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city?
Which is talking about America, how they got rich off of America's, importing, because they don't export no more, they import. That's why you see made in China, made in Taiwan, made in India, made in Pakistan.
And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city, wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea, by reason of their costliness. For 1 hour is she made desolate.
Because the Most High destroyed this place. No more commerce, no more trading by sea and getting all these different nations rich. Nah, that's it. What happened? It's like it. So you got more?
God, I can finish about 2 verses. Verse 7. And the unicorns shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompense.
Yeah, the Most High is going to bring forth judgment upon America, man. It's the day of the Most High's judgment upon America and upon Israel, and upon these different nations. It's going to be hit with nuclear missiles, but they ain't going to be destroyed utterly like America and Israel. These two lands, and everybody's hating. Look what's going on in the news. Everybody is hating Israel and America. Even America's own allies is starting to turn against America, man. Talk about Europe, man. NATO. They turn it. Look what they say. They're talking shit against America, and the Most High is using Donald Trump to do it.
Yeah, France made a deal with China.
Correct. France making deals with China. You got Russia sending fighter jets to Iran. The latest technology for radar systems. Russia is helping Iran.
China's helping Iran.
And that's why Erdogan of Turkey is telling, and all the different nations of Europe is saying, listen, do not strike Iran. It's gonna go bad for you, man. Do not do this. But America's gonna do it because the most gonna put the spirit on America to do so. So it's going to happen. That's prophecy. You can't escape the judgments. America's gonna be judged greatly, man. And Isaiah the 34th chapter is going into that, man. Zephaniah 1 and 14 and 15 on down is going into it, man. Yeah, but
It's like Canada also. Canada's making deals with who was it? Canada was breaking off from America. I forgot who it was. I know China.
yeah,
China. Canada and China's making deals. To there's one part of Canada that was like still trying to stay connected with America. You know, but really the whole Canada is making deals with China because of the trade war between Canada and America.
Well, see, what's happening is America has a bunch of nuclear stockpiles, but the number one nation to have nuclear stockpiles is Russia. Then America's next. Then you got China. Then you got India and Pakistan. But what I found out, I was listening to Judge Napolitano, and you had this guy on there that, well, he's dead, but they was bringing out how in 1980 this guy was on a public show, and he was saying how Saudi Arabia funded the Pakistani military nuclear weapons, you know, in the 60s. But he brought out in the 80s how they funded their nuclear, ambitions. In exchange, we fund you, we get some nuclear warheads. So you don't think Saudi Arabia got nuclear warheads? Of course they do. Just like they ain't gonna admit it, just like Israel's not gonna admit they got nuclear warheads. Just like Great Britain, not Great Britain, just like North Korea's not gonna admit that they got nuclear weapons. Just like Israel don't admit that they got nuclear weapons. But there's nuclear weapons circling around in these different nations, man.
It's like poker, you don't expose your hand.
Exactly. And that's that ascendant great nation that's going to come up against America and China. Why do you think it says in Isaiah the 24th chapter, once again, the 19th verse on down, the earth is going to roll to and fro like a drunken, man? If these different nations going to shoot missiles off. They ain't playing, man. This is going to be deadly serious in that time. You got more?
Yeah, finish this verse. Back in Isaiah 34:8. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance and the year of recompense for the
Payback.
For the controversy of Zion.
For the controversy of Zion. So all these different nations at their hand and inflicting the sons of Israel. And you're going to pay. No one escapes the judgment of the Lord. We didn't escape, so who makes you think y'all going to escape, man? You're all going to pay. Every last one of you decrepit incest babies, talking about the Chinese, Moab, Ammon, the Japanese, the incest babies, you're all going to pay, man. Even down to red-ass Esau. Them stinking, grimy-ass Hamites, them green and brown teeth Ishmaelites, you're all going to pay, man. You all had your hand in the fifth of the sons of Israel. You're all going to pay, man. All of you. Yeah, bro.
Just 15 and 20. Behold, said the Lord, it says, behold, said the Most High, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Lebanon, to turn themselves one against another and repay the thing that they have done. Right, so the brother said they're going to pay. For the controversy of Zion. So these nations, they gotta pay. The Most High is gathering these nations up for that final battle, World War III, to judge them for their crimes against the nation Israel. The years, centuries of slavery, destroying the Lord's people, murdering them. So these nations gotta pay, because guess what? All those spirits from back then, the ancient spirits, they're back here today. This is the time when they're going to receive that judgment, that third battle, that third world war.
That's right.
Joel chapter 3, It says, Joel chapter 3, verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Which is Yahweh Shabbat, Yahweh's decision upon all these different nations to bring judgment. Yeah, brother.
And will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel.
And that word plead means to judge. The Lord's going to judge all these different nations for what they have done to the sons of Israel, man. You ain't going to get away with what you have done, man. You're going to pay, man. You're going to pay hard, man. We're going to render to you double what you have done to us, man. Every last one of you different heathen nations, man. You're going to pay, man. And there's nothing you're going to be able to do about it but to bow down. You're going to try to buck up in the beginning until you see that spiritual power being afflicted upon you, then you're going to bow down. Yeah, brother.
It says, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
That's what happened during the time of 70 AD, the diaspora, you know, and how they parted the Lord's land, you know, during the time of the Balfour Declaration, you know, even before that, in the 1800s, during the time of the Crusades, the Arabs was taking over that land. We was dispersed from that out of that land. So when you go back in the history, it was the Crusades, it was the Christians and the Muslims fighting for that land, you know, and then Esau has taken on the religion of Islam, and that's why you got the Turks.
Yeah, they show you that. Forgive me, brothers. They show you that in the Wire season 2. People overlooked that season. The so-called Greek, the connect, coke that was bringing in the drugs, the heroin and shit. He basically, the head of the organization had a fucking scumlickite, because the girls got killed in a container, and he say something, was it? You say you Ottoman, but you got a hook nose, meaning he knew that he was straight up a scumlickite, posing as a different nation. He was like, you say you
Ottoman Turk.
You say you're Ottoman Turk, but you got a hook nose. You know what I mean? Because they took on that identity.
But when you go into the whole history of it, the Ottoman Turks were Edomites that converted to Islam. That's all they are. And Erdogan, most of them, and why do you think Turkey is a part of NATO? For strategic land, also because Esau know the history.
Yeah.
They know that they Edomites that converted to Islam, man. But they still Edomites. And that's what you got. It's called Arab Nazis, man. Look that up, man. Arab Nazis. The Ottoman Turks, man. They go back to Esau, the so-called white man. Still out here. Yeah, brother. Anybody got anything?
I gotta say. You talk about plead, the Lord's gonna plead with them, right? So Isaiah 6:14. It says, and we.
Because the Most High is going to plead with them, mean judgment. Just all these different nations, what they have done to us, man. They afflicted us sore, man. To the point where Jake is just totally fucked up in the head right now, man. And Esau did the butt of that shit, man. You don't get it, man.
Isaiah 6:15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire.
The Lord's going to come with and render his vengeance and his anger with chariots, the so-called UFOs, and nuclear missiles that's going to be shot off from these different nations, man. To bring the vengeance to his enemies. Who the Most High enemies? All these different nations, man. And even 2/3 of our own people, the Most High's enemies, man. Because when you come up against the sons of the Most High, which are the prophets, the apostles and the prophets, you come up against the Most High, man. Not us, man. We the spokesman. We speak in the words of Yahweh Yahweh Shah. So when you put these TikTok videos up, TikTok is a stumbling block, and it's going to be to most of you people hurt, man. They are coming up against not us, but the Most High. We just ambassadors to the Most High, man. We the spokesmen to the Most High. So when you come up against us, you really come up against the Most High, and you're going to pay dearly. That's why the 2/3 of you people are the enemies of the Most High. And that's why Yahweh Shai said, ye are your father, the devil, man. Yeah, bro.
Matthew 18:6. But whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea.
Yeah, but read that again, Baba, because you're slacking.
This is Matthew 18:6. But whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea.
See, when you come up against the men of the Lord, you come up against Yahweh. Why Yahweh shot, man? And that's why you're going to be, it's like, you know, you're going to be destroyed, man. The Most High ain't playing, man. Man, he said not our words, man. And listen, we don't care about the 2/3, man, of you people, man. We don't care about the 2/3 of you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, man. Our concerns is with the hopeful elect, man. We don't have not a concern about the 2/3 of you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans that's degenerates, man. That's wicked. That's following the ways of Esau. We don't care about y'all, man. Keep on with your antics of getting on TikTok and talking shit, man. Let me tell you something, man. The book of Sirach, chapter 11, verse 25, in the day of prosperity is a forgiveness of affliction. But in the day of affliction, there's a forgiveness of prosperity. And that's what's coming, affliction. Right now, you're able to go to work, kick your shoes off, get on your phone, on your laptop, and put up a YouTube video or a TikTok video and talk shit, man, against the prophets, man. Shout about the apostles on down. But you're going to pay. Oh yeah, you're going to pay, man. Not now one of you going to escape the judgment of the Most High, man. So keep it up. Keep running your power. See where it gets you. Yeah, brother. Anybody got something?
No, not finish up.
It says Isaiah 6:16. For by fire and by a sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
The Lord's going to plead with all flesh by the sword. You're going to bow down to the slaughter. And by fire. Constantly fire from them chariots and thermonuclear missiles from that assembly of great nations that's going to shoot missiles off, man. Yeah, brother.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many. The Lord's going to do much death. He's going to bring much death and destruction. He's going to do a lot of killing, man. What it says, it's roughly paraphrasing it, that dyed garments and coming from bars with dyed garments, he's going to do a lot of killing, man. Anybody else?
This is Revelation 9:16. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them.
That's talking about the nuclear missiles, man, and the multiple warheads, man. That's about the multiple warheads. Because you got one missile that can have 50 warheads. So imagine a bunch of missiles coming at you. Yeah, brother.
And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them. Yep. Let me read that again. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire, and of jacinth, and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone.
That's about the nuclear missiles propelled by, the multiple warheads within the missiles, man. That Satan too has what? Over 50 warheads? The Dongfeng of China have what? One of them. And they got multiple Dongfengs. They got 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first one was able to carry 15 nuclear warheads, man. How about the other one? I don't know about the other ones, man. But the first one, the first Dongfeng 15 warheads, man. How about the rest of them?
China has always paraded their missiles to show off their power, but think about what they're not showing you.
That's right. That's right. Even though America has deployed some laser technology, and that's how they defeated within 2 hours Venezuela, They have people, they have them soldiers and they're bleeding internally and falling out and vomiting because they use laser weapons. That doesn't matter. Because the Most High wants the host of the battle. The Most High wants you destroyed. You're going to be destroyed, man. And there's nothing you can do about it, man. Yeah, brother.
Yeah, I got something right here real quick. Hold on this one. This is Obadiah. I start at 6. It says, Obadiah 1:6 says, how are the things of Esau searched out, or his hidden things sought up?
Because the Most High put the spirit on these different nations, these different Edomites, to make their tongues fall upon themselves, man. Where they start telling their secrets, man. The Jordan Maxwells, the Anthony Hilders, and all the rest of these pundits, New World Order pundits, that's juiced in, that the Most High put the spirit on them to tell their secrets. What's his other guy name again? John. Yeah, that's the spirit, man. Yo, how the hell you knew I was thinking in my mind, man? I was trying to get it out. John Todd. The John Todd, yo, that's the spirit, bro.
Spiritual frequency. The spiritual frequency,
the spirit, bro.
brother.
I was about to say, I had his mind, I had his head, his picture in my mind, but I couldn't bring out his name out. And the brother the elder that spewed it out, John Todd. That's the spirit, bro.
Yeah, they clipped him too, right?
Yeah, they clipped him. They clipped this dude another dude named, you know what I'm saying? Behold the Pale Horse. What's his name again?
Yeah, William Cooper.
Bill
Milton Cooper.
They clipped his ass too because he was bringing out all kind of shit.
He was about to bring out the attack on him when he was about to bring out. They about to hit the trade center, whatever that plan.
He was bro.
He was about to bring out that they was about to do that shit with that they did in the 9/11 shit. You know what I mean?
Who brought it out? This dude, Freedom from Fascism, Aaron Russo. He brought it out. You know, but another thing that he was about to bring out, he was the first one to bring out how it was reported the military, the Air Force, and certain Air Force pilots and regular pilots were saying that it was tall black men in these ships, and they had a look on them like they never was defeated, and that came out. That came out, man. So, hey, man, we're put some times where everything is starting to be revealed.
Just like in ancient Rome, this is spiritual Rome. The real concerns of the people, the people are entertained and distracted while other things was going on. That's the same thing they're doing now. You know what I mean? And Esau trying to save face, but he already knows that the Lord is about to return. You know what I mean? And destroy his ass. Okay? He knows what's going on. That the top military niggas know what it is. Their thing is not to disclose that to the people. Their thing is to keep everyone asleep.
Yeah, that's right.
So, but the Lord got the Lord got his men out here bringing the truth out, man. While everybody else can look, man. Do what you do, scoff and have fun. All right, and you'll just one day you'll see bright lights in the sky, man. You know, and then you'll know that it wasn't a game then, man.
Okay. Get Proverbs 16 and 18. Start off with that.
Go.
Yeah, start off with that.
There's a book of, you ready? Yeah. There's a book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 18. Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall.
That's right, man. So you see you can tell we in the last days of this place called America, man. All right, you see DJ Trump, extra prideful, all right, you know, extra talking shit, you know, everything he's still trying to prop up America, man. But guess what, man? That pride is gonna come down, man. That pride that America thinks that they got on their own accord. The so-called white man, he thinks he has that on his own accord. Guess what, man? Hey, the Lord is just the Heavenly Father just building you up, all right, to bring you down in that short period of time, man. All right, that's how he does it, man. He builds you up. You know what I mean? You know, you puffing your chest, you talking that shit, and guess what? In one moment, boom, it's gonna be over, man.
I got a precept since you said that.
Okay.
Romans chapter 9, verse 17.
Go.
For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up.
Yeah, that's right, man. The Lord, this all program, this everything that's going on is really, all right, to really exalt, you know, the Heavenly Father and His Son, man.
Right.
All right. This is what everything's about, you know, really about, man. All right. It's not about the so-called white man. He thinks he's gonna run forever. He's gonna rule forever. All right. The so-called white man, he's so delusional. And man, every kingdom came to an end. You know, the scriptures say, in their heart, in their mind, they think they're gonna be running this forever, man.
You think the so-called white man would learn his lesson, but he's going beef for beef for Rome did.
Right.
Like they'd at least look back and say, well, they fucked up here. There was overexpansion and
Right.
they forgot about the infrastructure. White man said, fuck it. Just do the same shit.
You know how the scriptures say things written aforetime is written for our learning?
Right.
This man don't learn nothing.
Right.
He doing the same. That's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing and expecting a different result.
Right.
You know?
Says that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
Yeah, that's right, man. So the Heavenly Father going to show His power. All right, the whole earth is going to be under subjection. All right, they're going to understand what's really going on, man. All right. So when the Lord cracked them skies, all right, hey, everything going, and the management of the earth is going to go back into its proper place, man. All right. You know, a lot of people out here, they think this is it. They think this is it. They think this is the height of everything, man. Oh, yeah, you work and then you die. And nah, man, this ain't it, man. All right? Hey, the scripture, somebody can get that. From here we have no continuing city, right? Okay? This place is built up upon what, man? A bunch of wickedness, blood, murder, all right? Treachery, right? Breaking covenants. That's the MO of the so-called white man. Okay, and he thinks he's gonna reign forever, man. But unfortunately, you know, depending on where, you know, what side you on. All right. Hey, the scripture says you're gonna come down in great wrath because you have but a short time.
Ecclesiasticus 10:8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit.
Yeah, and that's how the so-called white man operates. Unrighteous dealings, injuries, riches got by deceit. He don't get anything on his own, man. All right? He don't get anything. He don't really, you know, let him say they get it out the mud. Nah, man, this man, you know what I mean? He shake your hand, look you dead in your shit. All right, make a deal with you. And guess what? He breaks every covenant, man. He's not a man of his word. He speaks with a forked tongue.
They will look at the Rothschilds, right? The richest family in the world. How they got those riches? Did they lift up sword? Did they raise banners? So then that Game of Thrones spirit.
Right.
All right? No, they didn't do none of that shit, man. They did nothing but deceit, man. Lied on one side of the war, predator banking. It was all deception.
Yep.
It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Yeah, that's right. And that's what we're watching right now, the translation of the kingdom, man. All right? And guess what? It's not going to the Russians. It's not going to go to the Chinese. All right? The next rulership up, all right, is Israel, man. All right? Under our Lord Yahweh Shai. All right? So whatever it is Donald Trump talking about and Israel is talking about, you know, in terms of, we're going to try to make this last and whatever. No, we're watching the translation of kingdoms right before our eyes, man. We're watching the crumbling of this place right before our eyes, man. All right, people out here panicking. All right, brothers, hey, man, be panicking, man, because guess what? The scriptures say what? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. We understand what's going on. All right? I mean, we say to Wade Haba Shem Shai for giving us this information, this knowledge, because we could really be out here fucking lost. All right, we could have really been out here, lost, have no clue what's going on. But we understand what's going on, man. We're watching the transfer of power. All right, we're watching that servant upon a horse. All right, coming back down to being a servant. All right, this is his last stand. This man's about to crash out, man. He's about to crash out. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I heard a girl on Instagram today. She say on TikTok. She said, "Yeah, Donald Trump might go up on stage and start calling black people niggers and shit. I said, yeah, I kind of believe that, man. This man's gonna really show you he's the devil and he don't give a fuck, man. All right?
Well, he already told you Latin tribes don't give any fucks about you and your culture. Because this dude Bad Bunny, he's a flame.
Right.
But he didn't really put too much flame shit in there. There was some flame shit in there.
Right,
But he didn't come out on a dress or nothing. He was just bringing up the tribes the whole time, pretty much.
Right,
Showing
right.
the culture and shit, and the lights cutting off from Puerto Rico and all that. You know? So Donald Trump said, what kind of bullshit is this?
Right.
And he went right on his shit, True Social. Look how the fucking fuckery is this. This is the worst halftime show I ever seen.
Right.
You guys
I know it was alright.
Yo, that shit was lit.
That shit was like, I'm like, I don't know what he's saying, but this shit alright.
I saw that shit with a bunch of Simeonites. It was jumping, bro. It was jumping, bro. And then when he went up on the light post, if you from the Caribbean and the shit going, you know, that brought back memories, man. You know, my pops up there trying to jimmy the shit to get the cable.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So if you from the Caribbean, you can relate. But Donald Trump was like, man, fuck that shit, man. Tune into the Kid Rock halftime show. So he's stirring up, you know, that division against that hatred towards you Latin tribes. They already got the ICE thing going. Right after the Bad Bunny shit, that was an ICE commercial. Just to remind you niggas.
Damn.
Bad Bunny?
After the Bad Bunny shit, there was an ICE commercial to remind you niggas, all right, you're still refugees and wanted in the eyes of Esau.
Yeah, that's right.
Bad Bunny's a homo, right?
Done.
If I could add too, they had a commercial in there where they was promoting stop the anti-Semitism, where
right, yeah, I
where
seen that.
Amalek
Yeah,
was
yeah.
getting bullied in school, and then they had a Jake come save him, talking about, oh, don't worry about it.
They say, I know how it feels.
Right? Basically,
These fucking stomach guys, they always playing victim, man.
Yeah.
You own everything. How you a victim? You own everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Amalek, you got Amalekites up there in Westchester, up in Orange County and shit, certain parts of Westchester County. They got 7 kids, 7 families, and only the woman is working.
Damn.
How they finessing the system? They're having a shit ton of tax returns and welfare programs, all right? While only have one woman working, man.
Bro, did you see that? There was a dude, he went up in upstate New York, and he did the interview, and he went to the
Running
supermarket.
around the fucking flip phones, walking away.
Yeah, like he interviewing the supermarket people. He said the people pay with cash here. Nah, everybody's EBT. Everybody's EBT. You know what I'm saying?
And all they was doing was just crashing cars and shit, and having the women work. And
Damn.
this is the finesse they do, because the less you make, all right, the more you could get back in taxes, and the more kids you have.
Right.
So they'll have like 7 kids. That's a huge tax return coming back to you, okay? And they just use that to cover their overhead. And they live like below, very low.
Yeah, and they be talking about Jake. Oh, Jake, you got a bunch of kids and you lazy and you're not working and guess what? That's what I mean? You go to these places, the dude was walking around, he asking people, what you do for work? He has these small hats. What you do for work? What you do for work? Nobody working, man. You know what I mean? Right? You got more?
yeah, you want to get this is Hebrews 13 and 14. For it says for here have we no continuous city.
Yeah, that's right, man. So here we have no continuous city. We're not looking forward to the revitalization of America, make America great again, and all these type of things, man. We're not looking forward to that, man. All right? A lot of people talking about, we'll wait till Trump get out of office, and bro, it's over, man. It's done for. All right? Go ahead.
It says again Hebrews 13 and 14. It says for here we have no continuous city.
Yeah, this city called America is not going to continue. All right? There's no continuous city. All right? This place is not coming back up. It's not rising from the ashes or none of that bullshit. All right? It is literally over. Right?
But we seek one to come.
Yeah, that's what we're looking forward to, man. The elect, Lord willing, we of the elect. Hey, we're looking forward to the kingdom of heaven, man. We're looking forward to what? The return of our Lord Yahweh Shai, man. All right? Hey, guess what? We don't, bro, I don't want to say we going through the motions, but we had a lot of responsibilities and doing what we have to do. all right, taking care of our business day by day. But guess what, man? We don't think about that, man. Oh, well, 5 years and man, we win. Hey, the more this place falls apart, the more we rejoice. All right, the more we say Tawada Yabashimi Awashai, man. All right, fuck this place, man. I'm about to get mad.
Another one real quick, bro.
Job 9:24. It says, because for Amalek, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, guess what, man? The Lord, He did that for you, man. He gave you the rulership on the earth. All right, it's not upon your own accord, man. All right, He's the one that set up kings and bring down kings, man. All right, you would think you got a little moment to rule. Okay, you would, you know what I mean, be a little appreciative. All right, but this man thinks, all right, he's a man. He puffs his chest. Oh, this is my shit. All right, you know. And guess what? It says the earth has been given to the hands of the wicked. All right, hey, we see how the world is being run, man. All right, hey, bro, bunch of homosexuals. All right, the woman completely out of order. The family structure done. You definitely can't. I see the Ella from Boston did a video on some type of toothpaste or something like that. I'm like, yo, bro, if you test, if you test every single food that you eat, you ain't gonna eat nothing. You literally not gonna eat everything, and not everything tainted. Water tainted, the air tainted. You know what I'm saying? The toothpaste,
Organic is just a name brand.
Right.
One organic is something. One organic on your salad is no different than put a Nike check on your salad.
Right.
It's a fucking name brand. How do you know that? You got organic seedless grapes. So, you know what I'm saying? That shit just.
He's supposed to say organic. It's a name. It's a name brand, like Pepsi. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I was say, even when you go to the deli, it says organic deli and grocery, and it's not in there organic.
Yeah, check this out. Organic, right? You have, first of all, organic salads that last 2 weeks. That's not organic. Now, I was, for real. You know, you buy this shit, expires like 2 weeks from now. And there's organic shit on there. That's bullshit. If you in the islands, you put some shit in the fridge 3 days, already trying to throw that shit out.
Right.
Now, I remember I was in one of these, it's supposed to be like one of these better supermarkets, and they had wild Alaskan salmon and organic salmon. So I asked the dude, I was like, well, what's the difference? I mean, apart from the price, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was like, well, just because organic salmon doesn't mean the salmon is organic. It could still be spiced with eel. He said they feed it organic food.
Right.
So it's just, so you can have a fucking salmon spiced with eel because they're doing that. Feed it some organic bullshit. Remember, organic is just a brand, so you can feed it whatever. Just say it's organic, and now you're selling organic salmon. So it's just.
And
fuckery, bro.
Like one more thing. And those fish farms is literally the worst fish you could eat. It's literally the worst fish you could eat. So even if you feeding them quote unquote organic shit, man, it can't be organic, man.
Or even cage free.
Right.
Yo, you look that shit up, it's just a bunch of birds crammed. Like right next to each other, but there's no cages, so it's cage free.
Or technically, it's not a cage.
Yeah, but it's one big ass stuff. Like, yo, it's messed up, bro.
It's just wordplay.
Word, pretty much. Craft.
I was gonna say, because even when it says like cage free, I seen a documentary. Like they'll consider it cage free. Like let's say this like the farm or whatever, everything is like closed in. Like they will have a space, just technically like 5 feet, you know, surrounding. It's like barely any like room, and they'll say that's cage free. Like that, those is cage free animals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It could be super it could be super minute.
Yeah, it's free range. One step forward.
Yep.
Free range.
You got free range to step. So this devil is a massive manipulator, man.
And then even still too, there was one time I went to the fish market, right? They literally had like the two fishes. One said organic, and the other one said it said something else. No. Like one said organic, and the other one basically said the way the wording was, it was something like basically telling you that the fish is like, now I remember. One said organic and one said GMO. So sometimes
they put GMO on this shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So sometimes I
Whoa.
don't know what the fuck, and then I'm standing there watching, and you got Jake saying, "Fuck it, I'm taking the GMO one because it costs less." So even when they present Jake with the option, Jake is like, I want the shit that's just cheaper, and that's gonna fuck my body up.
Fucked up because niggas on hard times. Like,
Yeah, that too.
doing the quagmire. Because you want to eat better. And I don't know if you notice this, bro, but shit in the hood costs more.
Right.
Then you would think like you go to a Scarsdale, you go to Trader's Joe, you're like, damn, the carrot juice is only $3.
Right.
So why the fuck is it $8 when I'm buying projects?
Yeah.
And the reason they do that is because they know a lot of people in the projects are on government support. So they spike this shit up. They say, fuck it, the government's paying it. So they're like, give them all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna buy it with some wick shit, and then where the upper echelons is at, make the food cheaper and organic, so-called organic, man.
Hey,
So
man.
this is double, bro.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, make sure and pray over your food, man. That's what I'm saying. That's all you can really do.
Well, you saw the video. You had that witch. She was going around putting. She was like, you know what I'm saying? She had like a little dial and shit, and she's going over like over the food.
Damn.
Whether she's putting curses on it or checking spirits, but there's all types of shit going on in this world. You gotta stay prayed up, man. You know?
This is, oh, you got more?
It says the earth is given. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Yeah, first of all, he covered the faces of the judges thereof. All right, he has this this $1 billion lie. All right, that the Lord, all right, is a so-called white man. All right, he covered the faces of the angels, naked babies, and all this. It's Valentine's Day, right? Yeah, that's what they be having. I don't know if they still have. They got a naked baby with the bow and arrow and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Cupid.
I never understood that. I never, even before coming to, I never understood the concept of a naked ass baby
With wings.
with wings.
With wings.
I like the whole naked. It's just as you get older, that's some pedophilia shit. Like why is it? Like why you promoting naked babies, man?
No, that's how they do. They have all these Greek structures.
Yeah.
Niggas just naked everywhere, and they pushing that
Micro
shit.
penises.
Yeah.
They got David out there in Italy with a micro penis, bro.
Right.
So that shit is all Michael. And the Most High gonna judge you devils for that shit, man.
Yep. And so like, you read the last part again.
It says, the face of the earth, fuck it. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Yeah. Now they're trying to pawn off the Edomites, as an Arab. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. You motherfuckers want to be everybody. Be yourself, man. Be yourself. And hold that, man. But guess what? That time is coming right now. Well, this man's about to embrace his wickedness, man. All right, everybody, the whole earth is tired of this man. The whole earth, all the nations are tired of this man. All right, he's being found out, right? And nobody respects that anymore, man. You can't take your word. You can't take this man's word for anything, man. All right.
You know what? Too, the last part says, if not, where and who is he? Like, who's fitting that? Who else is
Right.
going around the world? I don't see a so-called Chinese-looking image of the Lord. All right, the dieheads ain't doing that. Them nations are worshiping their own gods. The so-called white man, what he'll do is he'll take your culture, adopt your god, and say your god look like him.
Yeah.
And they've been doing that. Alexander the Greek, fucking faggot, is all right. Guess what? They have coins of him. It wasn't just a leopard's head. He had one when he conquered the Elamites. He had a coin. He had like an elephant tusk on his shit. So whatever you into, he even had ones with eagles. So whatever deity you worship, that shows you that's him. All right, that's the deity you worship. Guess what? Your deity looks like me.
Right.
All right, which is also very psychological because our people start to associate deityhood with looking like the so-called white man. Why do you think our people want to blonde their hair and bleach their skin and get blue eye contacts and shit?
Yeah.
You know, because they have self-hate. They don't see themselves as how the epitome of beauty, man. All right, because the Lord, if they understood the Lord looked like a so-called Negro, the whole standards of everything will flip over his head. You niggas would wake up to like, holy shit, I'm blessed with melody. You know what I'm saying? Dark brown eyes is a blessing. Blue eyes is a curse. You see?
A lot of you northern kingdoms, I like to,
Rubia, I'm Rubia.
right. But the worship the so-called white man, hey, you about to get a full awakening. They already start with this ice, and guess what? As it goes along, it's about to get worse, man. All right, it's about to get a lot of pain gonna be out here very soon, man.
Yeah, let me tell you something, bro. ICE is not about capturing illegal immigrants, man. That's not. If they wanted to end illegal immigration, they'd have stopped welfare. That would cut hard into so-called illegal immigration. The whole ICE shit is to condition you to get used to a police state. You know, how can we shoot somebody on camera in broad day, and how do they feel about it? All this shit is what we call a psyop, a psychological operation, man. And guess what? More people now are being conditioned to it. All right?
I'll post till you get back.
You said?
Yeah, this is to back up Hebrews 13 and 14. This is 2 Corinthians 4 and 18. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal.
Yeah, that's right, man. The things that are seen are temporal. All right, everything you see in front of your face right now is temporal, man. America, this place is temporal, man. All right, this is, you know, you can really say this is really like a figment of your imagination, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? This place is not gonna last. All right. You know, a lot of people still banking on retiring. All right, cashing out, giving their kids some inheritance and all these types of things, man. None of these things are gonna go down, man. All right. Hey. At the main camp over there, the brother was talking about, hey, we might have a couple more, we might have 1 year, maybe next year we out of here. All right, and that's what it is, man. Lord willing. All right, the end of this place, the end of this society, the end of this kingdom, all right, is near, man.
And if I could add too, even the bodies that we're currently in is temporal.
Right.
You know, because these weak flesh we're in cannot survive in the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Shah, man. It's like going into space with no spacesuit. You're going to just fucking explode.
The Lord is not coming back to deliver bodies. You know, He's coming back to deliver spirits.
Right.
All you guys out there that's wrapped up in that skin color thing, with, you know what I'm saying? Not letting the lighter tribes in because they're a lighter shade of brown.
Right.
You niggas is bugged out because the Lord is not coming back to deliver no bodies, man. The Lord is dealing with the spirit. The spirits are gonna get beaten up, man. These bodies, they gonna, you know what I'm saying?
It says, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
Yeah, that's right, man. That's the kingdom of heaven, man. Right? That's what we're looking forward to, man. Right? The kingdom of heaven that's going to be ruling righteousness, all right, under our Lord Yahweh Shai, man. All right? That's what we're looking forward to, man. This place will make America great again, and this place going to bounce back, and nah, man, it ain't bouncing back, man. All right?
Because this one right here, because you mentioned 401k, this is the book of Haggai, chapter 1, verse 6. It reads, ye have sown much and bring in little, ye eat, but ye have not enough, ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink.
Yeah, that's right, man. So guess what? In this society, hey, you working your ass off, man. All right? This is what it is, man. You working your ass off. Hey, did you just see a thing they got in the Bronx? They want the kids to go to school for every day of the week.
Wow.
7 days a week, they want the kids in the Bronx to go to school. You look it up. Yeah, we're trying to help out the parents. And I'm like, God damn, bro.
They want to raise your kids completely.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yo, bro, your kids are not even yours in a way because, like, you working, all right? So either they in school or getting conditioned by social media. They only with you for a little bit.
Yep.
So when you try to instill your particular values in your son and your daughter, all right, it gets hard, man. And when they run off to college, forget about it, man. They done got all types of pictures of chicks going into college looking nerdy with the glasses. And 1 year later, mini skirts and tattoos and shit, man. A lot of shit goes down in college, bro. College is like, you know, niggas just see it like, yo, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna run the numbers up. You know what I'm saying? So those girls in college, they just pray.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You see the video?
Crazy shit in college, bro.
You see the video? The father, you know, he's drinking soda, you know? He said his daughter said, yo, why don't you let me drink from your cup anymore? That nigga say yeah, because you're tainted. He said, I'm not tainted. He said, nah, you go to HBCU. This is a father telling her this. He said, you go to HBCU, tainted. And then her brother said, yeah, you be getting cracked. I said, oh my God. That's fucked up. It was real though.
That's how that shit goes.
Yeah, that's how it go. You know what I mean? Because everything is, you know, they pushing this thing where women gotta go to work, go to college, get a nice job. The scripture doesn't say to do all of that, man. The scripture says a young woman shouldn't marry, man.
Right.
Right? That's what the scriptures say, man.
Right, man.
You know what I mean?
A child is a bigger legacy than a degree, man.
Right.
And I tell you something, if you're a career woman out there, time can bring back your degree. Time can't bring back your fertility, man. You know what I'm saying? Like if you wanted to do that college shit, you could establish your family first and then whatever you want to do to further your career, do that shit later.
Yeah.
What you want to do, they got it backwards. 30 something years now, I'm going into the dating market to get serious. In a man's mind is like, yo, 30 years, you still single? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how we thinking. Like, damn, nobody in the wife to you. I was just single. I was just dating. Dating just mean you getting passed around.
Yeah.
You know, so you as a man, you kind of feeling like, damn, like I got stuck with this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that ran through this shit. Here I am now. My paycheck is going to board supporting this. That's how come this dude Larry Wheels, he's going viral.
Oh my God.
His wife. You know what his wife said on a stream? He said, yo, y'all up to adoption? Right? We was like, yeah, I might be open to it, man, but I don't want to raise no man's kids. She was like, there's other options. You know what she told this nigga? She said we should get the Rock sperm since he looked like me.
Damn. What?
Yeah.
Said that?
She said we should get the Rock sperm because he looks like you.
Because he can't really like.
He took steroids and all that some shit.
Yeah.
Fuck his body up all like drugs.
So Larry was like, no. He's like, I like the Rock, but nah. And then, you know what she said? She's like, what's wrong? He's like, we're not gonna do anything. It's just, you know, you look like you. Like, so this is what this society has gone to, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens when you give women the rights. That's why the scripture said, give them no liberty. Don't let them gather abroad, man.
Yeah.
This is the end product. Bitches are, wow, here it is, you a multi-millionaire. And the bitch is still thinking about the Rock.
Larry Will?
Larry Wheels.
Yeah.
That dude Jack too. Like,
Yeah. You
matter.
you a millionaire. Hey, yo, you know what she did, bro? She photoshopped a picture of her hugging up on Shaq and Larry holding the picture. And this is what happens when you rich and don't sign a prenuptial agreement. Listen, man.
You don't have a prenup, nothing.
Rich niggas shouldn't get married, bro. If you broke, you get married, whatever. You white, she don't got shit to take. Rich niggas should not be getting married to these hoes, man. Period. You know what I'm saying? And you got no prenuptial agreement. Which even if you get a prenup, Dr. Dre tell you don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? So this nigga married this chick, not even knowing her for a while.
Yeah.
Like, yo, so you deserve what you get, bro. You make your bed, you gotta sleep in that shit. You want a wife, some Serbian bitch that's thinking about other men's sperm in her that might look like you.
That's crazy.
On live stream.
Yeah, man, hey, this society, man. Freezing your eggs, fertility clinics, all this weird ass shit, man. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of weird shit.
Yep, this is the book of Haggai, chapter 1, verse 6. Ye have sown much, and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink.
Yeah, that's right, man. So in this society, you know, back in the days, man, you could work hard and you could get a result, make some of yourself. Yeah, you're just working hard to fucking pay a couple of bills. You know what I mean? You might be able to go out and get something to eat nice every once in a while, and that's it, man. You know what I'm saying? The money is not even, you know what I mean? It's not stretching as long as it could, man. All right, you go get as the brother was saying, back in the day, you spent $100 in groceries. You know what I'm saying? It's yo, bro, you say something like 100. I remember when I was young, I came to New York in '94. I wanted some Air Max. It's $100. My grandma say $100. What? You know what I'm saying? Are you crazy? I mean, now it's $100 getting you, man. All right, that shit come and go. You know?
It reads, it says, ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes.
Yeah, that's right, man. So you earn some money, bag full of holes. First of all right, you get taxed. Oh, let's say you're in the NFL. Oh, I got a $10 million contract. No, you don't. No, you don't. You know what I'm saying? That shit cut in half, right? You know, you gotta pay all different type of fees and whatever it is. All right, and even in this
That's how
society,
come niggas don't want to play games in New York.
right. In LA, all right, they got the job tax, all type of
Hell, I
taxes.
do taxes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And even, you know, on the lower stake, you know, like working overtime, all right? I was going overtime after a little while, all right? You don't even get the full overtime, man. They taxing that shit.
Well, you know, they passed that big,
You know better.
well, they passed a big, beautiful bill. So the particular, you know, certain taxes like, you know, the tips and the overtimes, you get a good deduction with that shit. But you know, you're right, brother. You know what it is too? Like the more you make, for some reason, your overhead gets larger and larger. Because you might, let's say you're making 50K, you can't afford a car. Maybe you can, I don't know the situation, right? But now you got those 60K, 70K coming in. You say, let me buy a car to live a little bit better, travel around. But that's another expense in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A car's like a child damn near, bro. There's always something wrong with it and shit. You gotta constantly take care of it. You know, just like how your child get randomly sick, guess what? Your car's gonna get randomly sick. Real shit.
That's
So you might say, all right, shit, let me try to get up in a 6-figure range. Good. Now you got this apartment, just like a fucking child. That shit, something's going on there. So it's like the more you make, it's like you could be a high earning broke person, bro.
Nah, that's what it is.
You got fucking doctors. I'm talking about a doctor's salary, $500,000 in debt. You know what I'm saying? And this is the web trap fucking snares of the system, bro. How you making $500 million and still living paycheck to paycheck? That's America. Only in America, bro.
Yeah. A lot of these women, they like to boast. Black women, oh, black woman has the highest amount of percentage earning houses. Oh, houses. You own a house? Oh, bro. You're also losing this too. You own a house, as the brother was saying, yo, bro, anything can go wrong with them houses. All right? Well, $10,000 repair. Well, the plumbing go out. You know what I'm saying? You got to run a, you know what I'm saying? So you can't even really enjoy your money in this society, man.
Well, the thing too is like you might be getting a check and it's already being spent in your mind.
Hell yeah.
In my mind, I'm telling you right now, spending Friday's checking in your Friday yet. I'm already like this, you know what I'm saying? So that's how this shit goes, bro. This gotta get taken care of, that gotta take care of the groceries and the kids and the wife and the dad and the dad and you know what I'm saying?
Yo, bro, you see a nigga on the train doing the calculator on his phone, 250 plus minus. I was like, oh man.
Yo, and I be wondering like, what is it ever gonna feel like? All right, I'm making enough while I'm chilling. Never. Cause I'm like, yo, the current salary I make now, 5 years ago, I'd be thinking that's chilling. Nah, it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit is always gonna be something there, brother.
I was gonna say too, that's the reason why, you know, going to the point, that's why you're not supposed to, you know, put all your investments into working, you know, your materialistic things, because it's all pointless. It's all in vanity. Just like in ancient times, you know, there was harvesting. There was supposed to be rebuilding the temple. You know what I'm saying? After the Babylonian exile, you know, there was planting, you know, harvesting, you know, but you know, it was all fruitless. It was all fruitless labor. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be really focused on serving the Lord, serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Be balanced with that, bro. You got, when you make that statement, you got to be balanced with that, and you got to put the caveat out there. When we say that don't mean forego your responsibilities.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Here it is, you might be in debt or whatever. You like, oh fuck that America's gonna be destroyed. You just, yo, bro, all you gonna do is hurt yourself doing that, bro. And we're not just saying that like just saying it. Just seeing the shit happen from experience. So when the brother's saying that, you know, do what you gotta do. Just make sure this word come first. You know what I'm saying?
I got another one.
Yeah.
Yep. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6.
You got it.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
good right there, bro.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 19. It reads, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal."
Yeah, that's right. So lay not up for yourself treasure on earth. So we're not saying don't go to work or handle your business. All right, but this is not your primary focus, man. All right, your money ain't gonna save you in that day of calamity, man. All right, your bread ain't gonna save you. Oh, I got this much. You know what I'm saying? In my bank account, and I got stocks and and listen, man. That's not gonna really help in these last days, man. All right. Yeah, it's gonna, you know, you're gonna be good for you. It's gonna, of course, money's a defense. That's gonna help you for a little bit, of course. All right, but
it's just a tool, but you should love it.
But there's gonna come a time where, guess what? That old money right there ain't gonna matter, man. All right? That money that you love so much, you're gonna have to make that decision because guess what? Hey, that MOTB is not in the pipeline. All right?
I was gonna say too, like, you know, like Uncle Juan's dream, you know, the lady, you know, she took the chick, her husband took the chick, and she felt convicted. You know what I'm saying? Because a lady had a dream. A lady had a dream. He did a video on a woman having a dream, and she was basically expounding on how, you know, she's a believer in the faith, and she had a dream that her and her husband took the microchip.
Whoa.
Yeah.
She shared that?
Yeah, she shared it. She basically said because her husband they basically was saying, her husband was saying, let me take the chip because, you know, we got kids.
Right.
And she ended up taking it because the husband took it. And she said after that she felt convicted. You know what I'm saying? She tried to take the microchip out of her hand. She felt convicted in her spirit. But that just shows you that when that time comes, you're going to have to make a decision. You know what I'm saying? Your kids, family, you know, your job. This is why you got to bank everything on the Lord. That's why your faith got to be strong. You got to be fasting, praying. Because at the end of the day, it ain't gonna be worth it, man. Like she said she felt immediately convicted.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? She was really like, you could tell when she's saying it, she was like, yo, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. And she was like, I'm just saying, man, you know.
Is she a follower of GMS?
I don't know if she's a follower of GMS, but I know she's like into the truth because she mentioned about the microchip and the mark of the beast. She said she took the mark of the beast.
Wow.
Yeah, she said she felt super convicted.
I don't know fucking people like that.
You know, and then I was, and it basically it boosted my faith. Like, yeah, man, sheesh. You know, and she said, yeah. She said in the dream, she said, yo, I believe in the Lord, and I still took the chip. She said, my husband took the chip. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody pretty much believe that the chip is the mark of the beast, except IURC. You know, that's really out there. You know? Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Right.
That's what they say. The blind leader, the blind both shall fall into the ditch.
The only ones who teach the chip is GMS and I think, you know, like Safari.
Right. I'm saying you have like 2/3.
Yeah.
Esau, they know.
They know.
Bible
And-
law Christians,
yeah.
they'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And I say this too, you know that dream can be Satan too. You know, it doesn't mean that she gonna have, you know, in that time comes she gonna fold and take the chip. You know, Satan can give you dreams too, and you know, fuck with your faith.
Right.
So you know, that sister just gotta be strong, rebuke those demons, and pray. You know, pray that don't happen to her, and that the Lord secure her. You know, she just got, you know, it's a fight of faith. You know, so every day is a fight of faith. So, and Satan can attack you all kind of ways. Not every dream is a vision.
Yeah, that could really also be like a warning. You know what I'm saying? Like a warning, like, yo, this is what's gonna happen. Something like just finish that off.
Yep.
Yeah.
So verse 20, it reads, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal.
That's right, man. So guess what, man? We're focused on doing this work, man. Doing this truth, man. All right? Because guess what? Hey, nobody can take that from you. Only your Heavenly Father can take it from you. But guess what? Our focus is doing this truth, man. Because that's the money we're focused on. Getting money in our spiritual bank account. You know what I'm saying? All right? So in that time of a calamity, right? Hey, we have that defense, man. Money's a defense, right? Right? So that spiritual money is going to be our defense in that day.
Right. Stable.
Yep. Isaiah 33:6.
That's it.
Yeah, that was it.
1 Timothy 6:6. But godliness with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out.
Yeah, that's right, man. So guess what? We brought nothing into this world, and hey, you can't take it with you to the grave. All right, and they used to do that with the Egyptians, bury them in all their gold and all type of things like that. I guess what you know what I mean? They robbed their graves. All right, so guess what, man? These things are minute, man. It's vanity, man. Look at my wrist and da-da-da. But guess what? A lot of these celebrities, all right, yeah, they so-called rich. They got a couple dollars, which they ain't really got no. Yeah, bro, you got $10 million, bro. That's not a lot of money, bro. All right, you one court case away from being fucking broke. You know what I'm saying? That ass, one court case away from being fucking broke.
Depends too. Like with Kanye, he opened his mouth. Like, I'm a billionaire. They showed you real quickly how you just a nigga. He shut the so-called Jews shut his whole shit down, bro. All them deals he was trying to get, they got like a network.
Yeah.
It got so bad, nigga had to go to Skechers for a deal. Skechers said no.
Damn.
Serious, bro. That's real shit. The CEO of Skechers is a so-called Jew. So they can shut your shit down whatever they want.
That nigga couldn't even open his Apple Pay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was it?
This is Mark 8:36. And this is Yahushua speaking. He said, for what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
Yeah, that's right. Niggas out here compromising themselves, for a couple of dollars, man. All right, that's all. You see all these celebrities. You know, you see a celebrity in real life. Them niggas just look weird. You know what I mean? Their eyes. You know what I mean? I always observe that. You know, right? They wearing fucking dark ass shades. Right? Niggas tatted up. You know what I mean? Niggas are drunks. You know, addicted to all type of drugs and all type of shit. All right? That's what, man. Hey, man, for that little couple dollars that you got, hey, you compromising yourself, man. Is it worth it? Hey, man.
You know, some of them, they need like drugs to sleep at night. All them demons and shit. But they had to, you know, as they say, you got to succeed in that world, bro. So they go to sleep with all this nasty shit that they done did. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They have a hard time sleep. They got to take drugs and all these different things to go to sleep, man. That's real.
Hey, that's happened to Castanet.
Right.
Yeah. You know, he came up from the Bronx and he grinds way up till he got a deal. And
like a sneaker deal or
like
streamers.
Streamers
Streamers are like the new rappers now.
Yeah, they make way more money than rappers though.
Way more money.
But he streams how you see LeBron James on his podcast. You see, he's streaming
Kevin Hart,
because they all under the same contract, same company. But lately you see he's like all sad and depressed, and they say cause his girl, but ain't no way a bitch got you depressed. You got all this money. Right. You know what I'm saying? You're not married to that bitch, so you don't owe her no money. Right. So you good. You just get another one. So it's like, yo, what's really going on? But buy you a new one. But he depressed because he sold his soul for whatever.
Yeah, he probably did some homosexual acts, man. I wouldn't be surprised. Has to.
Yeah. Just like how they could blow you up when they want to. So they can have bots infiltrate your stream and just give your stream a lot of views. Until like they can synthetically boost you up to where you start getting organic fans. And when they ready, you know, like DMX in that song, the Damien song, he said, "Give me what you want."
Right.
You know? You're never gonna just be super talented and get to the top without compromise. Because you could jump on a New York subway right now, hear people singing better than Beyonce, 10 times better than Beyonce and shit. You know what I'm saying? So at some point, there's a wall, and if you don't want to play ball, you're gonna be what's called a one-hit wonder. You know, if you play ball, you're gonna be a Bad Bunny. You're gonna be
on the halftime show.
You're gonna be performing at the halftime show. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be that's you said the spirit earlier. That's the spirit, because that's the song I was thinking about. Yo, brother, that's the song I was thinking about when I said one hit wonder, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be a groove theory. All right? Civil.
Tracy Spencer.
Yep. You had a lot of one hit wonders, super catchy shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Super catchy songs throughout the time, man. But if you're not willing to go that extra mile, all right, get in that particular position.
That casting couch.
All right? Where they're gonna record you and hold that. They got videos of Cardi B and all these Nicki Minaj on the dark web. Why? Because they had to make that tape to get where they at. That's just how it goes.
She was doing all that shit before the fade anyways. Up there, up in Sue's, all up in Mount Vernon.
Well, if you notice, the people that were on the Diddy files, all right, were not the same people on the Epstein files. So they have different sort of rings, different sort of handlers for celebrities, for politicians, for actors, but it's the same shit going down. If you want to further your career, whether you're a musician, an actor, a politician, they need leverage on your ass, bro.
It's levels.
And it's funny too, because Cat Williams, just came to me a lot. He said, Jay-Z's next. You know what I'm saying?
Next, that nigga bit. Yo, Jay-Z, come on, brother. Next. Next, Jay-Z bit. There's a when they released that Epstein files, the additional 3 million files, 3 million pages of files, you had a woman that came out that said, and again, that's just different because you had Epstein's Black Book, which is with the journal he did, and for those that visited those particular islands, and then you had those FBI files, which are not. Those are like accusations. One of the accusations was a woman said she woke up after being raped and she saw Diddy with Epstein and Weinstein, and this was in 90-something. I think around when he had Reasonable Doubt.
Oh, Jay-Z, yeah.
Back in the 90s.
Yeah.
So that, you know what I'm saying? You might
been a
think, oh
problem.
damn, Jay-Z just got up through there because he's nice. He can rap, he's nice. But you don't become a billionaire just being nice and spitting bars. You know what I'm saying? That's just being delusional with that.
Continuing to Mark 8 and 36, it says, "For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?"
Yeah, that's right. And they said, I sold my soul to the devil. The price was cheap.
Who said that again?
DMX. That was the real DMX first. And then Kanye said it. Kanye said
I say
it.
something for Happy Meal.
Yeah.
Right.
DMX did a lot of songs like that. Gms Street.
Yeah.
By the way, when it says soul, it's not talking about your spirit. It's talking about your morals. The most I was your spirit. You can't sell.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Heavenly Father.
It's not yours to sell. All right. But yeah, man. That's in this society, in this world. That's not an illusion they push on Jake, man. All right. Oh, you wanna make it? You gotta work hard. Nah, nigga. You gotta really compromise yourself, man. Do some unspeakable things. All right. All them dudes, man. Kai Cenat. The next one, you know, they got this dude Speed, another streamer. All right. They got him working his ass off. He might be next. You know what I'm saying? But they, you know, to the untrained eye, you know, you coming up, oh, look at this guy, oh, he got this, he got his wrists, you know what I mean, his neck froze and all that, man. But guess what? All these things are not gonna matter, especially in these upcoming days, man. All right? Shit ain't gonna matter. All right? When the society's falling apart, man. All right? Jacob's trouble. We in a year of really Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble, we in the beginning stages of that. All right? What you gonna do, man? You know what I mean? Hey, they gonna have bank runs. You can't get your money out of the bank. Right?
And you know, I be came in my mind too, like a lot of them camps pushing that GMS is bums, GMS is bumalites and all this type of shit. Meanwhile, brothers have good careers and we take care of ourselves, but why they push that? Because they wanna like if you look at Great Millstone, this camp, through the Spirit of the Lord, you can't really bring none of us to the table, hey, do this and do. Our mind is solely built on the Lord. You know what I'm saying? When them other camps, they push that like if you come to them camps with money and these sorts of things, or we got a college for you, they'll take certain things out of the scriptures. They'll do it. Right. You know what I'm saying? You want to get on this podcast, sure, but you know, don't say the full truth. They'll do that shit. At Great Millstone, we don't do none of that, man. You know what I'm saying? We like the Terminator, like the Apostle Paul said. Can't be bargained with, it can't be, you know what I'm saying? But what John Connor, with Reese saying that, it's a Terminator, he can't be bargained with, you can't. It's just on a mission, and that's us in the Spirit.
A lot of these camps is just entertainment, man. Just entertainment. Niggas going on podcasts and doing, you know, right, press runs, and all these type of shit, man. All right. But guess what, man? Hey, man, none of these things is gonna matter. All right. Yeah, you see, you know, the apostles, they always talk about the IUIC when they're going live, and they see the comments. The comments is a lot of, yeah, Bishop, and no precepts. You know what I'm saying? All right, this ain't about pulling up on a horse and wearing purple and looking good, man. All right, this is not what it's about, man. It's not about buying land and we living off the grid. And, yo, bro, the scriptures speak about those that go, how to say, you know, to the woods or how it is. A lot of y'all gonna die by famine, man. You living off grid. How you gonna defend that? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna fight against that, man, when this man comes to take what he wants, man? You know?
A lot of these guys, they trying to take Yahweh Shah's glory.
Right.
This is about Yahweh Shah.
Yep.
Right? It's not about our own glory and our fame and how many subscribers you get, how many followers you get.
Right.
And that's what a lot of these guys are doing. They're trying to get their names out there. They want to be the top guy.
Right.
So you know that's what they're really looking for. They forgot that this thing is about Yahweh Shah.
Right. And the scripture also say, hey, the greater thou art, the more humble you should be. All right. You know what I mean? So you want to be the top guy, but you still talking shit. Oh, you niggas is bums. You know what I mean? I made 100,000. Like, yo, bro. You know what I'm saying? But we see the consequences for them type of actions. All right.
Say blessed is poor.
Right.
Rich is thick. So they're gonna be made rich with the this is how we rich with the knowledge.
Right.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
That's right. So that's our number one priority right there. All right. Fear the Most High, keep His commandments. That's our duty, man. First and foremost. Everything else comes secondary. All right. Your job, your woman, your family, your kids, da 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 da. Guess what? All of that comes secondary. All right.
I saw this nigga Nate on one of these podcasts with a woman.
Oh, I see that.
They was talking about the Canaanite woman. He's like, that's a heathen. And the woman was like, well, he healed her. You can't see that part?
Yeah, I see that
she was
part.
like, but he healed her. But he's trying to break down that she was a dog and this, that. But the Lord doesn't heal heathens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing too. They'll get these huge platforms to twist scriptures. You know? And a telltale sign is if Esau's letting you rock. You know? Because if you telling lies, Esau's like, well, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Blow him up. But if you really pushing the true gospel, they're going to try to suppress that.
People understand the New Testament. It's referencing like those different like heathenistic names or lands because Israel was scattered in citizens. But also the scripture it says she was a Canaanite, but then it says like she was a Syro-Phoenician, okay, which is not a nationality. Meaning a Syro-Phoenician because under the Roman Empire, Syria.
African American.
Yeah, because Syria was made a province. Phoenicia was made a province of Syria through the Roman Empire. Okay, so she was a citizen of the Syro-Phoenician region. Doesn't mean her nationality, but you know these people that read the scriptures they don't understand it.
And they knows that but loves.
Yep.
Come on, man, you've been in this thing going back to the 90s. You gotta know that history. It's been taught many a times. You know?
Hey, you know, they say people want to hear smooth things, all right? And that's, hey man, you in this truth, man. You're not here to, you know, make the people feel good, man. All right, it's about telling the truth, all right? You know, you're trying to build your congregation. You got a bunch of women in your congregation and all these type of things. You trying to sound good, man, but that's not going to profit in the day of the Lord's wrath.
The Lord didn't send us here for everybody, man.
Right.
This thing's about election.
Right.
You know, we understand throughout history, it's always been a small sanctuary. The Lord ain't changed on that. There never was a period of time where the majority of Israel really clicking like that. It was always just a remnant of brothers, and sisters. But most of Israel will be wicked.
1 minute.
You got one more? Do one more in the end.
I got one. This is Psalms chapter 39, all right, verse 5. It reads, "Behold, thou hast made my days as handbreadth, and mine age is as nothing before thee. Verily, every man at his best state is altogether vanity." Selah.
Yeah, that's right, man. So guess what, man? This world, the things in this world that's, you know, might be shiny, you know what I mean, and impressive to the eyes and all these type of things, man. Hey, man, all these things is what vanity, man, and vexation of spirit. All right? King Solomon, he said that, man. He went through the whole laundry list. Wham! See, all of it. Vanity and vexation of spirit, man. Because guess what? All these things, it's not really conducive, all right, to serving your Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right? So, what we're doing, we're gonna, Lord willing, you know, we have the elect, we're gonna continue to do, all right, until the Lord returns, man. All right, everything else is secondary. All right, so good enough right there. All right, so we're gonna end it off right there. All right, we're gonna give all praise to the Most High.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, and All
right, until next time, Lord willing. Shalom.
Shalom.